How's it going out there? This is FYM, and in today's video, I'm going to discuss with you about whether these artists are really selling their souls for record deals and how they might go about doing that. And so two groups have now came forward. One member from each group has confirmed that they actually did deal with the devil in order to obtain their record contracts. And so these two groups that step forward are NWA and 36 Mafia. One member from each group has came forward, and I'll leave the link to these interviews in the comment section and the description box. And so with the 36 Mafia group, we can see by their name that this group is probably into some type of demonic activities and occultish type stuff. You can see it right in their name, but some might think it's just a gimmick or for entertainment purposes only. Well, now that one of the members has came forward that goes by the name of Crunchy Black, well, he comes forward in this interview and explains that he did actually interact with the devil in order to obtain his recording contract. Now, he claims that he didn't actually sell his soul. He says that he negotiated some type of alternative deal, but I'll leave that up for you to decide. And so he gave some details about this interaction, and he said the devil didn't come to him in a way that you would think. He said the devil came to him in the form of a regular person that was in the recording industry. And so I found that interesting because I came across some information about how the giants were born. And in the information, well, this information, I believe, came from some apocryphal books. But so basically, the information says that the fallen angels were able to materialize and manifest human bodies in order to interact with the women. And that's how the giants were born, because the babies were half angel, well, half fallen angel and half human. And they grew to be giants. And so with this information, now we see that the fallen angels, it sounds like they have the ability to manifest into human form. And so with Crunchy Black saying that he interacted with the devil, I mean, we don't know if it was the devil himself or one of his fallen angels, because a third of the angels fell from heaven. So we don't know for sure if, who he is interacting with, but he was definitely serious when he said he was interacting with a fallen entity. And you can tell in the interview where he gets real serious about this discussion. So I'll leave a link for this interview in the comment section and the description box so you can check it out for yourself. And so this group, 36 Mafia, basically, they had a very successful career. They started off as a rap group in like the 90s, and they went on to win an Oscar in the 2000s. And then after that, they lost a couple members. A couple members had passed away. One of the members was a brother of one of the more prominent members. So these two members that passed away was Lord Infamous and Koopsta. And then, so one very disturbing thing about Lord Infamous passing was most people are saying that they took his body on tour with them, because they had just released an album and they had a big tour set up, and that's when Lord Infamous had passed away. Well, there's footage and a lot of information out that the group decided to take Lord Infamous' body on tour with them in a casket, and even had a scene where they would have his body prop up and sit up using some type of mechanics. So that's pretty disturbing necromancy for sure. I mean, so this group, I definitely wouldn't put it past them to have made a deal. An interesting thing that happened after this tour with where they took that body is that after that tour, well, after the two passings, the two members had passed away. One of the members broke away from the group and ended up having a peak of his career. And this is like 20 years after the group had formed. Like, this is probably over 20 years after the group had formed. And so after these two deaths, all of a sudden, this one member, Juicy J, was doing songs with Katy Perry, Justin Timberlake, and he had signed a brand new recording contract. He was really making moves and having the peak of his career at such a late date, and this was after the two passings. So I found that pretty interesting. Yeah. Anyways, so the other members, you know, they're still around doing their thing. So I don't know. Anyways, so with the group NWA, so this was during the time of Eazy-E, Dr. Dre, and Ice Cube. So those were the most prominent members of the group back then, and one member had came forward, and this was DJ Yella. So he was pretty much in the background doing a lot of the production work for the group. And so he has came forward now and has revealed and confirmed that the group was indeed discussing selling their soul for a record contract. And so he says one of the members had definitely said that, and he didn't really want to get into too much detail in the interview at that point. And it wasn't like he was saying, oh no, they were just talking stuff. That was just exaggerating. It was not he didn't say, oh, that wasn't literal, or, you know, he didn't say anything like that. The DJ Yella described the incident in a way that, you know, you didn't really get the feeling like they were just joking around or anything. He said, yes, that happened, and one of the members wanted to sell their soul. So I did some further investigation, and so which member was it? Well, it's probably all three of them. I mean, when I did my research, it looks like Dr. Dre definitely was caught saying that in some type of rare interview. In the comments, a lot of the people said that they heard Dr. Dre say that for sure in a rare interview. And then after that, you got Dr. Dre going on to be one of the highest producers in the industry. He produced Snoop Dogg, 50 Cent, Eminem, and many others. And he went on to become a billionaire. And he went on to partner with Apple products. And he went on to partner with Interscope Records CEO Jimmy Iovine, and he just went on to have quite a career. And then with Ice Cube went on to have a successful music career and even had a label for some time. Then Ice Cube went on to start producing movies in Hollywood. Pretty much every movie he put out went straight to the theaters. He had quite a contract with Hollywood. So, and then he went on to partner with the NBA, and he has some type of thing going on with sports, and he has a lot going on. And then with Eazy-E had basically, if you check out some of his albums, he'll have some strange skits that sound like rituals where I wouldn't put it past him to have Soul to Soul, because some of those skits was very disturbing things, like reading the Bible backwards and walking through the door backwards, and then so he had several skits like that where it was just out of nowhere. It'd just be some straight up occultish stuff, ritualistic stuff going on in the skits. And then he went on to sign a group called Bone Thugs and Harmony. When they came out, they were talking about the Ouija board all the time. So, I mean, in my opinion, if one of the members was saying they sold their soul, probably all three of those members I just mentioned, most likely, well, may have done the same thing. Now, I can't say for sure. This is all speculation, but, you know, we got these interviews now where you see I'm not just coming out of nowhere, out of thin air saying this stuff. So, like, I'll leave the interviews in the comment section in the description box so you can check it out. Now, when it comes to, well, here's the thing though, before I go on, the thing is, now, could have it just been their talent and skill that got them to where they got in the industry? Yes, it could have been. That's why I said it's not for, this is all speculation. We don't know for sure if they sold their soul, but we got some evidence now from these interviews that there was some stuff along those lines of selling your soul, their soul going on. But, you know, so skill and talent in the industry only goes so far, I suppose. When it comes to selling your soul, though, I mean, what I got from that out of the Bible is basically there was some offers being made in the Bible, like Judas was, he made a deal to betray Jesus for some money. And then Jesus was offered the kingdoms of the world by the devil when they went to the highest mountain. Jesus rejected him, but he rejected the deal. But this shows, these two situations show that there's some type of thing with these fallen ones trying to make deals with people. And so the Bible, what the Bible says about the soul is basically, fear not man who can kill the body, but not the soul. Instead, fear he who can kill both the soul and the body. Also, the Bible says that a human is made up of a body, a spirit, and a soul. And there's several other scriptures. I'll leave another link in the comment section where you can see my research on souls and other videos about the music industry and when it comes to selling your soul in the music industry and stuff. So I'll leave those links in the comment section in the description box so you can check it out for yourself, along with those interviews. So check out those links. I'll also leave links if you would like to subscribe to my other channels, and I'll leave links to my social media. And if you would like to donate to the channel, you can donate as little as $1 to help keep things going here at Feed Your Mind. So thank you for tuning in. This has been Feed Your Mind. Oh yeah, let me know your opinions about everything. Do you think these artists are really selling their souls? What do you think about these interviews? After you check out those interviews, come back and let me know what you think about those interviews. I mean, yeah, so thanks for tuning in. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. This has been Feed Your Mind, signing off.